you.
How many of you here have seen Kristin in concert? Yeah, right?
Thank you.
So, the most recent concert you did was here at City Center just this past Monday, was it?
Monday night, yeah.
Monday night?
Yeah.
And, congratulations.
Thank
I heard
you.
it was a fantastic concert.
Unfortunately,
I wasn't asked to take part in that particular concert, but it's okay. No
You've been
hard
very,
feelings.
very busy.
I showed up today. But we have had some great adventures together. In New York, the last concert before that was the Metropolitan Opera House. What was that like? I mean, I know what was that like for me because I was there with you, but what was it like for you?
Well, you think like the women that have come before you, like Beverly Sills and Kathleen Battle, and women that you've admired, and you're like, what am I doing here? And, you know, of course I have my older brother, they're going, dude, these people all came, like there's no opening act, like you're it. They came to see you. I'm like, yeah, thanks, Mark. It's very intimidating. It's a huge theater. How many seats?
Oh God, I don't even.
40,000 something.
Like, it was sold out, is all I remember. But
it was,
you know, that was.
It was a highlight. It was a highlight for me and for you. I think for both of us, we were both.
I do remember backstage. There's always that backstage. There's always that moment that you have. We always have a moment together. We always grab hands and always say a prayer with you and me or whoever's with us, the dancers or whoever else might be with us in the concert. And there is that moment where you sort of go, what am I doing? Why is this happening? You know, and then we sort of pull ourselves together and off we go. You know, it's kind of like what Jon Stewart says to you, where you have in the book when you went on the Oscar night, right?
Yeah, he's like, just go do what you do. You'll knock it out of the ballpark. And I was like, I gotta pee. I mean, that's usually what I think about right before going out to sing, is that I've got to pee. But that was a great night. Carnegie Hall was a great night. Another night of thinking about who's been before you: Judy Garland, Bernadette Peters, again, all my idols, Barbra Streisand. These are great places to sing. And City Center, you know, I hope that we have many more to
Where do you want to sing next, like in the world that you haven't sung yet?
I really, really want to go. I have sung in London at the Donmar Warehouse, but I sang in a very small venue. That Donmar is it holds about as many people that are here. I'd love to go back and play a bigger house, definitely.
Royal Albert Hall.
Royal Albert Hall, I'm just throwing it out.
Let's shoot for the moon, Royal Albert Hall. The London Philharmonic, the London Symphony Orchestra. Okay, I'm there. Just let me know when. Let me clear my schedule.
Okay.
Fantastic. So, let's talk a little bit about your personal life, shall we?
Sure.
And you talk very candidly in the book about your personal life. I mean, I always connect your personal life with food. Somehow, like Josh Bell with Arby's. Like I don't know why. I feel somehow like there's some connection between your love of, what is it?
Chain food restaurants?
Well, there it is. Chain food restaurants. What is your favorite chain food? Is it Arby's or no?
It's Outback Steakhouse.
Oh, it's Outback. Oh, it's Outback Steakhouse.
It changes. I love Chick-fil-A, but Outback Steakhouse is
I remember Chick-fil-A, right. Kristin, in fact, opened a whole world of culinary experience for me. You know, I'd never been to an Arby's before, and when we were in Utah, of all places.
You said you liked it.
I did. No, I did. It wasn't. I had judgment going in, but I had joy going out.
In more ways than one.
Yeah, it's Arby's. They make those sandwiches. What are they called? It's not the regular Arby's thing. It's the bigger.
It's a healthier choice.
Is that what it's called? The healthier choice Arby's sandwich. You know, is there an Arby's in Manhattan?
No.
No. Well, there's a business opportunity for some of you.
Nor is there a Chick-fil-A.
You're going to have the spokesperson right
Hello?
here. No Chick-fil-A.
Curly fries.
No Arby's. So anyway, a lot of us know about your relationship with Aaron Sorkin, who I also know because of you, and I've gotten to work with. And what's that like? You know, if I met Aaron Sorkin, like when I did meet Aaron Sorkin, you know, I have this sort of like, oh my God, it's Aaron Sorkin. Like, he's super famous and he created The West Wing. Do you have that when you're in Hollywood or when you're in New York and you're meeting super famous people and then suddenly they're not famous to you anymore? You know, they're just some person that you want to get to know?
Well, with certainly I have people that I meet, like Bill Curtis, who hosts American Justice.
Right.
I was very excited to meet him, and also Nancy Grace.
Bill Curtis does those hilarious commercials, like with Michael Phelps and Andy Roddick. Have you seen those commercials?
Yeah, he's so good. I love him. I love him. I get very nervous when I meet people like that. Anderson Cooper. Freeze up. I will admit, when I met Julie Andrews, my knees were knocking. I was nervous. When I met Aaron, he'd already written a letter. He'd seen The Music Man on television that I'd done with Matthew Broderick, and he'd written me a letter saying, I'm a huge fan of yours now, and then he asked me to do a part on The West Wing, and I had committed to do a show called Wicked, so I was unable to do The West Wing.
Lucky for us.
Thank you. And I remember at the time people thought, are you crazy? You're turning down West Wing. It was at the height of its popularity. I was like, I just have this feeling about this Wicked show. So I'm really glad I listened to my heart. And then he ended up leaving the show, and John Wells took over, and I came out to LA to do this movie, and ended up having a meeting with John and got cast on The West Wing. And Aaron read about it in the magazines, and he sent me flowers and said, just my luck, I'm not on the show anymore, but you are. And then he called me for dinner, and I thought he was kidding or being nice. I didn't know. I thought maybe he was gay. I just wasn't sure what his deal was. And I'm not kidding.
He's definitely not gay.
He's not.
Because I hit on him too.
That's funny. That's the quote of the day. So we ended up going to dinner, and the rest was history. And I have to say, though we're not together, I am so thankful that I had that relationship. I learned and grew so much from it. And same with Josh Bell. For those of you who don't know, you're very savvy New Yorkers. You know that he's an incredible violinist, one of the world's best. And Mark Kudish is one of the world's best Broadway.
He's amazing in 9 to 5.
I aim high. Yes.
I saw it.
Oh, really?
He's fantastic in 9 to 5.
He's fantastic in everything. So I've been very lucky in the men that I've dated, and
well, I'm lucky that you love Jewish men, because I'm number 4.
My mother wants us to be together. She would be thrilled if
before we open it up to questions, which we'd love to do, what's next? What do you got coming up?
Well, I will be doing concerts this year. I am going to be doing a couple of movies, and I'm weighing my options. What's so great about show business is you never know what's around the corner. My main goal this year is really to work very, very hard on my voice and get it back in the shape that I want it to be in. I constantly look for ways to challenge myself, and I'll just be doing the same. Singing, acting, whatever. Whoever will hire me, I will be doing it.
Well, I hope for all of our sake that you are doing a musical in New York very soon as well.
Me too. I would love that.